Sports is brought to you by All Out Auto Repair, home of the $46 Saskatchewan and $66 Alberta Safety Inspection. Your complete automotive repair.
Cup has gotten underway in Lloydminster. The Southeast Prairie Thunder advanced to the Cup by sweeping the Manitoba finals. Rosetown had a tougher route. They needed a come-from-behind 3-2 series win in the Saskatchewan finals. First period, the Red Wings dump it in. It takes a funny hop off the boards, nearly gets by the Thunder tender. Minutes later, the boards play some more tricks. Tim Plett can't bury the opportunity, though. With 4 minutes to go in the first, Thunder on the power play. Devin LeBlanc is alone on the doorstep. He puts it home for the 1-0 lead. To the end of the second we go. Nick Fuhr makes it 2-0 with 1:30 left in the frame. To start the third, Wings on the power play. J.J. Hunter catches the D sleeping. 2-1 just 20 seconds into the period. But with Jared Jago in the box, the Thunder open the shooting range on Rosetown, but Jeff Harvey, the Hamburglar, keeps the Red Wings within one. But that's as close as they would get. The Southeast Prairie Thunder open up the Allan Cup with a close, hard-fought victory. Matt Schumont has post-game reaction from today's game.
Despite a pushback by the Rosetown Red Wings in the third period, it wasn't enough as the Southeast Prairie Thunder open up the tournament with a 2-1 win.
I thought we played pretty well. We hadn't played for a long time, so I thought our first period was going to be big tonight, and I think that was our best.
We came out a little bit flat-footed and got outplayed. I think they're a good team. They kind of snoozed us to sleep, put us to sleep there in the first, and then picked up our game. I thought we really outplayed them. We were missing the net there in the second period, and then coming in the third, we got one quick there, and I thought we were going to turn things around, but ended up a 2-1 hockey game. Fairly well-paced the whole way through, I thought.
I thought the first period we came out and probably showed our rust. We've been off for a couple weeks, and then the second period we got some flow to the game, and like I say, and then in the third period we made a real good push. But give them credit, they're just a real solid hockey team, good goaltending, and their D is solid as well. So I think that's what every team is going to bring, is what we've seen today. So
the Prairie Thunder are right back at it tomorrow when they play the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts. As for the Rosetown Red Wings, they'll be off until Wednesday. Reporting from the 2012 Allan Cup, Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
Meanwhile, the Lloydminster Border Kings opened up their Allan Cup quest with a primetime game against Ontario's Kenora Thistles. Lloydminster's captain, Aaron Foster, out with a back injury. Big Aaron Starr is taking his place. He is a big boy, and they'll need him in this game. The new captain is number 24, Dallas Falshear. First period, Border Kings get in penalty trouble early. Jeff Richards walks in alone, can't solve Chris Westblom, but John Johnson can. Thistles up 1-0. And they keep their attack going. They force a turnover. Sean Hughes dishes to Nolan Gilchrist, but he hits iron. But in the corner, they'll throw it right back on net, and Jonathan Poirier is there to put the puck away. Score now 2-1. Brian Bowen is in along the wing, a 2-on-1. He decides to keep and somehow finds space between Westblom for the 3-1 lead. Thistles outshot the Border Kings terribly in the first period. Second frame, a little different story. Captain Dallas Falshear squirts one through traffic to put Lloyd within one. Then Aaron Starr spins and finds an untouched Aaron Phillips, but he can't find the back of the net, and a mad scramble ensues. The Border Kings get multiple cracks at it, but can't bury the golden opportunities. To the third, more Border Kings finding ways to get in tight, but the Thistles somehow keep the rubber out of the cage once again. With so many chances, the Kings felt they needed one break. Ooh, that was a sweet snipe by Steve DeSilva. That opens the floodgates for the Border Kings. On the power play, DeSilva scores on a diving play. Then Josh Sims drives the wing and wrists one home. David DeSilva would complete the hat-trick as the Border Kings storm back in the third for a 7-4 victory. And the Border Kings, their power play really powered them in the third period. Moses Waldo has more on the game.
Well, the first 10 minutes showed that the Lloydminster Border Kings did have some, slow legs. They obviously came out with 3 minor penalties in that first 4 minutes, 4 in the first 10, and only had 2 shots on goal, but they got their legs up in that second period, started getting goals. In that third period, they pretty much cruised with 5 goals in the third, 3 power play markers, including a hat trick by Steven DeSilva.
For us to actually score some goals was key. I didn't necessarily think we would have the offensive success that we did, but if you had to write a script prior to game one, I guess this would be pretty close to it.
No, we wanted to come out hard, and unfortunately we had to kill off the first little bit, but escaped that just down one there and got our feet going after that and slowly chipped away.
We had a month and a half layovers, so just to kind of get the legs in that first period, you haven't played competitively for a bit, but it takes a little bit to get into it. And after that first period, I think we just kept grinding, and we wore them down. So
the refereeing was fine. I have no argument there. We quit moving our feet, and when you start doing that, and give Lloyd credit. I felt they never quit, and they kept coming at us, and they eventually took it away from us.
The Lloydminster Border Kings will be right back at it less than 24 hours later, taking on the Stony Plain Eagles at 8 o'clock. Reporting from the Civic Center for the 2012 Allan Cup, I'm Moses Woldu with Newcap Sports.
Like many small towns, Rosetown, Saskatchewan is passionate about hockey and its Red Wings. So when a local midget player passed away 2 years ago, the town rallied behind one family and the loss of their son.
He loved farming, he really loved hockey, and loved hunting. That was his three passions in life.
Chase Cordes was a fun-loving kid who would make you laugh and a person that people just gravitated to.
He'd come for coffee, and every coffee shop knew him. They loved him, having him around, and they'd tease him, and he'd tease the people at the coffee shops.
He was an unbelievable kid. He was always smiling, happy. I think that's the main reason that everybody's came around Chase, is just his personality.
All that changed on April 14th, 2010, when Chase stayed home from school and went to help out his father at his uncle's farm.
We were out feeding cows, and a cow that had calved chased him back towards the tractor I was on, and for some reason he figured he should try to jump up on the tractor.
Chase slipped. His father tried to apply the brake, but it was too late. Chase was run over and was killed at the tender age of 15. Ron was devastated.
Yeah, I don't, it's tough as it is. Yeah, there's definite guilt.
The town rallied behind the family. Hundreds attended the funeral. The following hockey season, Rosetown Minor Hockey decided to retire Chase's number 19, as did the senior team.
As a Red Wing organization in senior hockey, we decided to follow suit. We then as well retired the number 19, put it on the back of our jerseys.
Chase's old midget team would take his number 19 jersey wherever they went. They wound up provincial champions. The midget girls did the same and also won their provincials. The senior men went undefeated and won the Senior B championships. This season, the Wings made the jump to Senior AAA, looking for the same inspiration at this year's Allan Cup.
I know he's up there looking down at us, smiling, and we'll hopefully do it for him.
For Ron, the Red Wings were an outlet to keep his mind off the harsh realities of his son's passing. He is grateful about the Wings' gesture and hopes his son's memory won't be forgotten.
It means a lot to our family. Just having his 19 there, and if people see this and they realize that that's what it's about, is about a young hockey player that actually, cared, and he played for a small town and did his best all the time.
Moses Woldu, Newcap Sports.
The road to the Raider Well Servicing Allan Cup is brought to you by Fort Garry Industries, Lloydminster. For parts, for trailers, Fort Garry Industries is the trucker's best friend.
That's your look at Newcap Sports. Stay tuned. Gerard's in next with weather.